This is Mr. Lin, and today I'm going to talk about a special kind of poem called haiku. Now, haikus are my favorite kinds of poems to write, and it's a type of poem from Japan. They are usually about observable things in nature. And when I say observable, things you can see in nature. Now, a haiku only has 3 lines, so they're very short. And it also has a 5-7-5 syllable scheme. And I'll show you over here. The first line has 5 syllables. The second line has 7 syllables. And the third line has 5 syllables. But before we can write a haiku, we have to know what is a syllable. Now let's talk about syllables. What is a syllable? A syllable is a sound break in a word. And what that means is it's the changing of the vowel sounds in a word. Well, what is a vowel? A long vowel, for example, is A, E, I, O, U. And sometimes Y. The short vowels are A, E, I, A. And sometimes Y. Now, the Y sometimes can make an I sound or an E sound, and even very rarely an I sound. So let's look at some examples. We have cat. Of course, cat only has 1 syllable. A. How about Kathy? Of course, it has 2 syllables. A, E. Radio. A, E, O. 3 vowel changes, 3 syllables. Now let's put those words together. Kathy's cat plays the radio. A, E, A, E, O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count 8 syllables. Okay, now we know what a syllable is. But before we can write the haiku, we have to know the rules. Rule number 1, don't use abstract feelings. So avoid words like and love and hate, because those are very complicated emotions that can't be described in just 3 lines. No vague descriptions. That'll be our rule number 2. So you shouldn't use words like beautiful or ugly or cute or nice. Those type of words don't have much meaning. And for example, what is beautiful to you could be ugly to me, and what is ugly to you could be beautiful to me. So they really don't make much sense. Rule number 3, avoid pronouns. Since you only have 3 lines, every word should be important. So avoid words like he, she, they, we, it, and the dreaded I. I cannot stand poems that use the word I. Last but not least, a haiku is usually about your tangible senses. And what does that mean? Well, haikus are about things you can see with your eyes. And usually haikus are mostly about things you can see with your eyes. But you can use your other tangible senses, like the things you can hear with your ears, or touch with your fingers, or taste with your mouth.